We're back down at the block. April's currently a bit crook at the moment, so she's low energy. We'll say low energy, but she's still here. She's actually at the end of her sickness, aren't you?
Something like that. Day 7.
So we're about to put this window frame in because we need the frame in to then be able to ply nicely up to the frame and also wrap up to the frame. So just chuck some course down there. We're about to install this, and then I've got some brace ply there that I'll rip down and fix around here. I'll leave the top overhanging a bit because there should be another little frame that will sit up there, but then that way I can clad it then with the cladding that we've got laying around, and then I can put up this end support post here because at the moment we can't do anything. So the window frame needs to be in here and it needs to be plied and wrapped for anything to move forward. So that's where we're at the moment, and yeah, this is what the Oregon's come up like with some tongue oil on it. It's pretty nice. April's tongue oiled that. Everything actually has had a coat on it. So, and this one's up, so out of the way. I mean, you can see it's not straight, but that's the idea. Cut off flush and then worked out how we're going to support it all later. But yeah, looking beautiful. Alright, so I've waxed some ply on here. This is all brace, obviously to stop it moving back and forth. And then we're going to continue around here. Won't be able to do that yet though. The whole thing's obviously getting applied, but yeah, we need all the window frames in. April's having a go. Just hit it. Hold the hammer back here and hit it. Freaking window frame will be a big dent in it in a minute.
Fuck.
Amazing. Fuck, that's quality. Nice, never coming out.
Oh, no.
I'll take that back.
Yeah.
But they're just going to go around, nail all this off, and then probably put some wrap on it this side. And we've got heaps of old spotted gum that we had on our old house left over that will get a fair bit of this side. And then April said that she's happy to buy some more, so she can pay that. Two more lengths, probably need like 8 more lengths, but we need a couple. But a lot of that small stuff, this is only about 200 here once I cut this off. And then those long ones, I'd probably get maybe 3 out of them. So I reckon we'll need, yeah, and that's obviously going to be high there, so maybe another couple $100 worth. But yeah, we've just started wrapping after we've plied it. April's putting another little coat on the window frame, so I'm going to wrap this side, finish wrapping the top up, and then I've got to rip down bits of the 17mm ply and then put them at 450s, so then that way the cladding can go on and have that air gap in between. So there's a little bit of mucking around, and it makes it worse because like there's just little strips everywhere. It's like not a full wall, so, but it is what it is. So because we wanted these big windows, so these are the consequences. Yeah. I've got that bit wrapped up now. This is only a 2-4 sheet, so yeah, I reckon, yeah, I obviously have to start the cladding at the bottom, work my way up, but yeah, I'm just going to run these to 2-4 and then little pieces down in there and then up there. I only need 2 strips there, and then that's pretty good to go with the cladding. But the only issue I face now is the splinter in my foot and how I'm going to get this to seal properly. So I might have to do a little bit of research on that, but yeah, we've got a bit of an idea. I can only put the timbers in, I can't clad, I haven't got my drop saw here, and I've gonna come up with a little idea to make this look a little bit better too, because the cladding will end up sticking out a bit too far. So yeah, I'll rip this down now and chuck a couple of strips on. That'll literally go like that. And I'll pin that to the start, and then our cladding, I mean, ideally would have a way bigger window reveal, but cladding will be like that. I'm going to have to have like a L flashing that comes out and that butts into that, so just the way it is. Yeah, we a few more of them down and then whack them on and then see where we're at. We are back at the block the next day. This is obviously what I got done yesterday. I've actually just started whacking that bottom bit of ply on, but just been working out what I'm going to do around here, because when the cladding, I'll just grab a bit. When the cladding goes on, it's going to be about there. So just having a suss at a couple of flashing ideas. Obviously there'll be the header flashing up here, and then this one, thinking about tucking back in there, coming out and then coming across and sort of wrapping back in itself, so then the cladding will just like slip in there nicely. And pretty sure gonna get galv for this so it keeps that sort of silvery look. Picture framing these beautiful window frames. So yeah, I'm gonna need, well, it's actually gonna be for the door, and then yeah, 3 windows out here. Up on along the shed could be different, but work that out when it comes. So yeah, I'm just gonna nail this sheet of ply on, put the next one on top of that and do the other one, and then measure up these flashings, and then probably go into the place tomorrow to get them all ordered so that they come, and yeah, we'll be able to continue with these. Then hopefully my mate's finished off these 2 window frames so I can get those installed as well. And then yeah, maybe by the end of the week this whole section will be somewhat like plied and then wrapped up, and then we can start looking at putting our Oregon lintels through, and then potentially our rafters there. So we'll suss that out. This is, I think this is a 2/7 roll, so that can just sit up there, and then I'll obviously have to cut a couple of strips later and tape them in and whatnot, but I'm just going to go through, wrap that on there. I don't know why it feels running. And then yeah, and should be able to start then putting these timbers on the face here through here to catch our cladding later. So yeah, we'll get into that. So we'll just continue that method all the way through. Might put one up there. Might wrap it up there because I've got all this face on and he's looking beautiful. And then yeah, having this, just stapled that back in there, but once that cladding comes across, tucks in there, I reckon just before that I'll have to flash tape all this up. I think that's going to be the best idea to seal it, not actually too sure. But the front is definitely taking shape. Tomorrow I'm going to start by cutting down the log down in there, so then I can actually fit it up like I've done this one. So I can fit it up down in there, and then there's 3 done, and then yeah, I've only got 2 to go. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and yeah, hope you're enjoying this pretty epic build. I thought I'd give you a bit more of a rundown of what I'm doing here with this cladding. Sorry if it's a bit hard to hear, it's windy, and I don't have one of those special little mic things. Down. But, so what I'm doing, I've got a bit of a setup here. Always barking. Got the leftover cladding, the drop saw, just cutting a straight edge. And then coming over here, having to scribe it against the tree there. So, cutting like a little bit long, taking 45 out of the back so it will sit against the tree a little bit better, and then obviously having that straight cut down here, so I just go hard to that, and yeah, see how long I can get them. I might try and see what it looks like with a 45 joined on a batten in between, because I don't think I'm going to have enough long lengths, but we'll just suss that out in a second. I might do like a short run now and see that, but I'll show you how I'm cutting them and yeah, scribe them to the tree. So, grabbing the lengths, chopping the shit bit off. And you can probably see, like, this is all just built up. I mean, it is a little bit rotted in there, but again, it's freaking second hand, so we're going to use it. And it's not going to rot much more. There is some bow in it, you can probably see that a little bit there, but I'm not too fussed. So yeah, we've got that length cut, and now I put it here, grab a little pin gun out of the way. Now I'm going to try and do this one with a 45 joint on it, just to climb up the wall a bit better. Take the 45 out of that. And then once I get it here, because it's got the back taken out of it, you can get it closer. You can get it closer to the tree rather than it just being a square cut. So I can see there, it's like from here, the back needs to be taken out a lot. So I'll take it back over there and take the back out of it. Or So I'll show you. Whack this half board up, slide it through. Beautiful, nice little scribe around there. And then I'll chuck the level on that. And then a little piece in there. And then I've been doing 2 cuts and then 2 full boards. So I've got 2 full boards after that. Gonna have enough to do that, and then maybe I'll just do 1 cut and then another full board up the top. Because yeah, we've got heaps. So I'll get this pinned on and then I'll step back and I'll show you what it's looking like. About to whack the last one on. And now that's going to be nailed off in a second. Be able to install the log straight up, screw it back from the other side, and then chuck the bearer on. So I'll just finish pinning this off. Got a camera woman today.
Hi.
Just chuck your protection on.
Sponsored by Carve.
What'd you say?
Sponsored by Carve.
Yes. Alright, cool. I'm going to stand this up now and get in position. Chuck some damp course down and suss it out. But that is the wall done. For now, obviously. But there's only going to be a couple little strips in there, because that rake is literally going to be so close to top of that window. 140 straight to there. Big nice gap, but yeah, we'll definitely get that done on today to see what it's like. So how I'm securing the external fitted trees is I'm just hole sawing 3 points and then drilling all the way through the cladding and obviously the stud, and then coach bolting back into the tree. 3 of those down this internal stud here, so pretty straightforward. I've just got a hole saw big enough that allows the tip of my drill here to then go through the hole as well when I'm drilling with the long drill bit. So pretty straightforward. And then all I'm doing is putting that through there and coach bolting all the way through. Alright, so the plan is to get this up onto the top plate, and then, yeah, it's the right way. And then get them up on top of the stumps, and then check the level of vert between the 2 trees, and then plane one side out, whatever side I need to drop it down to, so obviously, because it can't grow the other side, so yeah, I'm just going to whack this up there. Beautiful. Worked out pretty well. So I always start with so, or like, alright. So we've got this one up. As you can tell, I'm putting it in these hangers. I've actually bugled these into the logs. And then this is sitting flush with the 90 top plate, so it actually works out really well for cladding internal and cladding external. And then I'm just literally bugling them through to there, bang, 2 in there, and then we should be nearly pretty ready to put up the rafters. And then again, we just get to see our pitch, so literally just putting it. I've had these freaking stainless steel small bugles for years, and I finally get to use them. Like, I'm talking probably 10 years. I've carried them everywhere. Now, They're going in the house. See, hoarding's good.
Sometimes.
Just don't pan around the yard. So, and that's like literally spot on. Maybe like 1 or 2 mil out, if I'm being honest. But yeah, obviously the more strength will come once the rafters are on and it's all locked in together. And it's tied back through the middle of the house as well with the center bearer. So this one is done. Fucking stoked. So didn't get too much of putting up those rafters. I'll film more, but I just wanted to get them up there, measure them out, see if they're all good, how it looked. But I'll show you guys now what it's looking like in here. So finally getting some proper progress. So that's the pitch, and it's going to work out really well. Top of the existing, and then really well here as well. I reckon I'm going to end up screwing that into that tree, and then just like, you know, cutting out and adjusting later. Obviously got to build another little wall up here, another little wall up there, and then another wall here and another wall there, and then obviously have to flash it all onto the roof later. But if we come out here and we look back, it's looking bloody spectacular. Yeah, I've obviously bolted those Oregon beams in to the face there, but yeah, it's looking unreal. So solid too, like so solid. But pretty stoked with it. April gave me a hand chucking those up, didn't ya? She's fucking a mouthful of water. But yeah, pretty happy with that, how that's coming along. Got to go to work for the next few days, but want to come back, I'll be able to hook straight back into this and hopefully get it all screwed together and nailed together. And we thought, because the insulation's 570, we're just going to actually set the rafters at 570, and then they can just fit up there perfectly. Even go a little bit tighter, and then yeah, work out what we're going to do in our ceiling. Obviously I've got the roofing iron ready to go up, and yeah, should have enough cladding to finish this little bit there. Should do. Hopefully, yeah, one length, yeah, hopefully have enough. But yeah, all good. So good. We'll catch you next time.